right, good evening, everybody. Oh, yeah, smart, Bicky still, nee. Good evening, everyone. There we go. I feel like a school teacher. Welcome to our head office. Good evening to everyone on our live stream, wherever you may be in the country. Carol's on our live stream this evening, so you are welcome to chat to her while we are doing business here at head office. Thank you for making it out to our head office. My name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending about 35 minutes or so with you as we go through what we call our intro presentation, but it's not so much a presentation as much as it is an invitation. It is a business proposition to join us in partnership in an entrepreneurial venture together. Do you want to be partners? Don't tell me now. Tell me later. Tell me later. Let's go through this. If you have any questions, reserve them until once we are done. I'm sure you are being hosted by somebody. Someone's been kind enough to introduce you to our business, so speak to that person afterwards. But you are more than welcome to come chat to me afterwards, as well as to Carol. And if you're on the live chat, you are very welcome to chat to Carol while we go through the presentation. So let's begin. So as I said, you're here at DuePoint's head office. We're a division of a company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited, which is a registered insurance company. We have been in business for nearly 70 years. So we're a very well-established business. It is a business that you typically might not have heard of before because we have never dealt with consumers in the past before. In the last 70 years, never dealt with consumers. For the first time through DuePoint, do we now speak directly to the community, to members of the public. And so when we opened our doors about 4 years ago now, we had some aspirations in mind for this business. And I want to share those with you because if I'm inviting you into partnership, you have to buy into these aspirations, do you not? So number one, we wanted to create a business that created social and financial impact for South Africans, right? That's why you're here this evening. You're here for one reason only. All this talk about partnerships and what are you here for the money? Say yes, I'm here for the money. Yes. You don't have to be scared about it. I know why you're here, right? I hope it's not for the free tea and coffee. That's when you know things are really bad at home when you've got to drive to Bryanston to get a free tea. We are here for the money, right? And that's the social, the financial impact we want to serve as a business. That's why your interest was piqued when someone told you about this business. And so what we did with DuePoint was we created a business very much centered around social entrepreneurship. So in other words, we've created a business which we allow members of the public to come join, right? Anyone can join this business. Any South African, any person with a South African bank account can come and join this business and start creating financial impact for themselves. How do we do it? We do it by creating greater channels of distribution. What is a channel of distribution? It's the ability to be able to spread product into a market, right? And that's where we need your help. That is what your mandate is in this partnership, is the ability to go out and connect other people to our business. We want you to help us create more financial and more social impact around South Africa in every single corner, right? And that's what we need you for. And so I will delve into this business a little bit deeper. But if you're able to create a channel of distribution for yourself, what you're actually doing is you're creating a stake for yourself in this insurance company, right? So you get to enjoy the upside of this business when you're successful in this business. And we're going to go through the benefits because that's what I mean. The upside of this business are the benefits of this wealth creation system that we've created. Number one, your primary benefit, back to the reason why you're here this evening, is that the business creates income for you, additional income, right? In the form of recurring income. It is the ability to make money while you're sleeping. Can you make money while you're sleeping? Not talking about those ladies on the corner of Rivonia Road. I'm talking about removing the constraint of activity from creating income. Employment is exactly that, right? Employment says to you, your contract says you must work so many hours a day for the whole month before you get paid. Your income is directly correlated to your activity, which is risky because if anything threatens your ability to work, well, then your income is threatened, right? Your livelihood is threatened. And that's why we find lots of people coming to DuePoint. Why? Because income is at risk for all South Africans, right? But the ability to create a stake in a business that creates true recurring income, well, that is your opportunity to enjoy making money while you're sleeping. Right? That is the definition of passive or annuity or recurring income. And then you have the opportunity to build a team around you that allows you the Freedom of power of duplication. It is your opportunity to go introduce other people into this business that will help you grow your channel of distribution, help you introduce way more people than you can on your own. And so if that's true, then your income can grow much faster than you are typically used to. What are we typically used to? Who got a raise last year in their salaries? 3%, 5%, 6%, right? You're doing a rain dance outside when you've got 3% increase. It's not helping us, right? The majority of us, we didn't get any raises. But inflation is running away. Here at DuePoint, you can give yourself a raise every single month. Why? Because you're in control of your income here. In your day jobs, in my day job, I'm not in control of my income, unfortunately, right? Here at DuePoint, we want to give you back control over your income. And we do that through channel building and power of duplication. Our business becomes very flexible in the fact that we've invested a lot of money in technology. It allows us to build channels of distribution anywhere in the country. Doesn't matter where you are. You can be in an urban area like Sandton. You can be in a rural area. As long as you've got internet and a smartphone on you, you can build a channel of distribution from anywhere. You don't even have to go outside. You can do it from the quiet of your home, right? And so there's a lot of flexibility built into the business. Our business is very much about wealth creation, but at the same time, wealth protection, right? This goes without saying. If you build something, right, especially if you spend years, maybe a lifetime building wealth, most certainly you want to protect it, right? Always, right? And so you'll see that reflected in our products, which I'll introduce you to, as well as our service, our legal access service, which is basically a lawyer at your disposal 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And then we've built the business purposely to be low risk, right? This is very important, not only for you, but when you go out and connect other people to this business, knowing that there's no risk attached to the business. There's no starter fees. There's no registration costs. There's no big box of samples outside that you're going home with this evening. Who's been in the business of samples? Don't be shy. Put your hands up. You still got boxes at home in the garage. Still to this day. Right? We don't have any of that issue here at DuePoint, right? Most importantly, we've removed the risk. So you're free to consider doing DuePoint and introducing other people to come look at DuePoint, knowing that there should be no fear in your heart when you decide to join this business. There's no risk, right? There's no leap of faith that you have to take, because we don't want to jeopardize the people that aren't successful at DuePoint. Yes, we do have people that aren't successful at DuePoint for various reasons. But I go to bed at night knowing that I haven't jeopardized them, right? Because they've risked nothing. We've asked them for nothing, right? Except for time. We ask you for time here at DuePoint. And so that's very important. It opens up this business to all South Africans. At the same time, we don't have qualifications or experience requirements. And then very importantly, you get to build an asset you own. Who would like to own the thing they build? All of us, of course. Of course. I want to own what I build. How many of us own, or at least have some ownership in the businesses we work for? Tiny amount of us. A tiny amount of it. One man. If we filled the whole room up with 100 people, still be the only man with his hand up saying, I've got a share in the business, right? As employees, you don't get to enjoy the upside of business. If your company does well, has a good January, do you get extra? No, you don't, right? Do you get profit share? Do you get a dividend check when the company does well? No, 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 and no. You get to keep your job. Keep quiet. Here's a 3% raise. That's what we're used to, right? We laugh. That's what we're used to. But the beauty of entrepreneurship is that there is massive upside available to you, right? And knowing, because I'm asking you for time, I'm asking you to sacrifice time to come help us build this business. At the same time, you know that you are going to own the thing you build, this channel of distribution. You've got legal tender over it. You can sell it if you want to one day. If it's producing 10,000 Rand a month in recurring income while you're sleeping, it is a lot of value, right? And we've had wealth engineers sell their channels for various reasons. At the same time, you know, going to bed, you will never get retrenched by DuePoint. DuePoint will never, ever, ever retrench you. Who can say that for their day jobs? I'll never, ever, ever get retrenched. None of us can say that, right? What about retirement? Who's looking forward to retirement because you've got a big nest egg just waiting there for you? You can't wait for retirement. 65, I've got that house on the beach. I've got enough money to last me 30 years. Life is looking great from 65. Maybe 1% of our population, if that, can afford retirement, right? Retirements are failing us at the moment, unfortunately, Right? There's a crisis amongst investment brokers at the moment. And so, knowing that you build an asset that never retrenches you, you can sell it, it'll never retire you, it will carry on paying you every single month through your 60s, through your 70s, through your 80s, and even when you can't work one day. And you'll have to be really old not to be able to work DuePoint, because that means your mouth doesn't work anymore. Yeah. Right? Knowing DuePoint will carry on paying you. And what happens when you die? Do we say, oh, we don't have to pay that person anymore? No, you get to pass the wealth you built, the asset you built, that thing you own, you get to pass it to your children, to your grandchildren, to your spouse. Because assets don't disappear. This is the power of building something that you have ownership over, right? And then finally, there's absolutely no selling involved here at DuePoint. Absolutely no selling. You'll never have to sell anything here at DuePoint. Perhaps only a dream. Get to sell a dream. You get to connect people to opportunity. How much opportunity do we have currently? Does 2020 look like it's going to be a good year for everyone? Yes. Maybe for you lot. Yeah. But what about outside this building? What about outside this building? Open the newspaper. Imagine finding out in the newspaper that you're going to get retrenched before you find out at work. They're closing Dion Wide. How many of the state-owned institutions are retrenching? The numbers are staggering, right? Outside of this building, there is not a lot of hope, right? And so, knowing that you've got nothing to sell here except for a dream, I'm not being facetious, right? I'm being sincere. You get to connect people to hope. That's what your job is, to connect people to the business opportunity, to get someone to sit down for 35 minutes just to come see, not to convince them, not to sell anything to them, just say, you know what? From what I've heard, it sounds like you need something. Come look at this business. Look for yourself. You decide. There's no pressure from me. I'm connecting you to something. That's all I'm doing. And that becomes your mandate, right? And then my job is to inform people about products. I do the selling. And because our products are intangible, they're financial products, means we don't have any box of samples. There's no boxes. Our systems, our IT systems take care of all our products in the cloud. And you never ever have to worry about, you can have 10,000 people, product owners in your business, and you never have to bat an eyelid over product. Think about that, especially the people that have been carrying around samples for the last few years. Right? It's convenience. It makes the business convenience. And again, it frees you from having to move around constantly. You can do this business from your home quite easily. But your success is very much predicated on your ability to build that channel of distribution. It begins with you. You have to make the commitment to, one, become a DuePoint wealth engineer, to be a product owner, and to go out and connect people to this business. Right? That's where the value lies for you and for them. To tell them, come look. And in this example, this little example, I'm going to show you what a channel looks like and how it grows. There's 5 people that you've connected to DuePoint personally. Only 5. Those 5 joined for the same reason you did, right? And they go out and start connecting other people. And so you have this organic growth that takes place in your channel. Over time, this thing gets bigger, whether you like it or not. We look at many wealth engineers who have left the business, and their channels are still building, still growing today. Saw some ladies that joined our business 4 years ago. Their channels have about 8,000 people in them. And they don't know. They don't know, and it's still growing, right? You get to enjoy this organic growth. Every single dot represents a product owner in this business that's joined because of your efforts, right? And that's why you get to enjoy the benefit of this asset, this channel that you created that pays you every single month. Next month, you can do nothing. You can go on holiday next month. You don't tell anyone about DuePoint. You don't open your app. You don't visit the head office. You do nothing. Nothing. Is DuePoint going to pay you? Yes. See, the people with the samples that go, no, we're not going to get paid. Yes, you're going to get paid. You don't have to do samples, right? You've built a business. This does not disappear. This doesn't disappear. This is what recurring income is all about, right? I know this. I ran an agency, an ad agency, for 15 years. I started at 0 every single month. We had to chase the same business every single month, month after month after month after month. 15 years. My father said, get involved in business that pays you while you're sleeping. I did not listen. Maybe I didn't understand what he was talking about. I can remember I didn't understand what on earth he was talking about. Make money while you're sleeping. I thought he was talking about shares or stockbroking or something. I was little. Right? But now his words ring true. I go, yes. If I had to choose to start over again, I would have got involved in businesses that create true recurring income, like an insurance company, like the opportunity you're being offered today. How do we pay our wealth engineers? On the 17th of every single month, they get an SMS from the bank saying their bank accounts have been credited. Hopefully that's your second SMS in the month, right? It's based on a very simple remuneration table. Everything we do here at DuePoint is transparent. You can calculate how much DuePoint owes you every single month, right? We pay every single cent that is owed. So when you start to build your channel, anyone you introduce to DuePoint personally falls on your first point. You see, there's you and there's the people you've connected in your first week at DuePoint, for example. 5. Those first pointers, those product owners, we pay you 55 Rand for every product owner on your first point. If you had 10 there, suddenly you're earning 550 Rand a month. Every month. Remember, it's recurring income. That's 6,000 a year if you go out and connect 10 people. When those people go out and connect the next line of people, that's what we call your second point. Second point, you get paid 55 Rand again. So work that out quickly. If you had 100 people on your first and second point together, how much money are you earning a month? 5,500 Rand a month. 60,000 a year you've generated for yourself. The second pointers go out and connect third pointers, so on and so forth. As the product gets further away from you, then multiply reduces to 4% by 0.8. All the way out here, you're still earning 1 Rand 10. And we don't stop you at 0.8. There is no ceiling to entrepreneurship. In employment, there's a ceiling to everything. You tell me you're a nail technician. I can say, the most you will ever earn as a nail technician is this much. Why? Because you only have so much time in the day, and you are being paid for your time. You're a doctor. Oh, good doctor. How much do you earn an hour? This is the most you'll ever earn in a month. You're a lawyer, charging 1,000 Rand an hour, 2,000, 3,000 Rand an hour. There's still a ceiling. This is the most you will ever earn in a month. In entrepreneurship, where you have a stake in the business that you're building, there is no ceiling. We do not limit. There's a plus sign next to that 8. We will carry on paying you 1 Rand 10 from 0.8 in theory to infinity. There is no limit to how much business you can build here. No limit to the size of your channel. No limit to your income here at DuePoint. You want to connect all 50 million people? Go for it. Go for it. It is up to you, right? I want you to start thinking long term in our business. Think long term. Magic happens in the long term, not in 1 month, right? What can you do in 20 years in this business, right? We've got people at 0.30 already in 24 months. What can you do? What can you do with 40 years? Here's a little idea of what you could do in the next 60 months, right? If you're able to connect 2 new people onto your first point every single month, so that's your work you go do. You go speak to enough people, that enough people come sit down, and ultimately 2 join every single month on your first point, right? If you can do that, your 60-month journey here at DuePoint could look like this. After 6 months, you'll be earning about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year in annuity income. After 12 months, you'll jump up already to close to 10,000 a month. Who would like to be earning 10,000 a month by January next year? After year 2, you'll be close to 30,000 Rand a month. After 3 years in the business, close to 50,000 a month. After 4 years in the business, close to 70,000 Rand a month. 5 years in the business, you could be close to 85,000 Rand a month in recurring income. This is academic, so we throw it away. I'd rather introduce you to real people doing the business. Right, we've got 2 of them sitting right here. Look at them. Do they look like their photos? They look like their photos. Peter and Rena Kluti, Peter joined our business on day 1. Peter built up a bit of a channel. We were paying him a couple of thousand Rand a month, which they were enjoying. They went on a luxury cruise together. But then Peter stopped building channels. He stopped. Did we stop paying him? Did we say, Peter, we haven't seen you. You haven't built anything. We stopped paying you. No, we carried on paying them every single month while they were non-active, right? And then fortunately, at the beginning of the year, beginning of last year in February, they got stuck back in together as a team, as God intended. And their income quadrupled in 9 months. They gave themselves a 400% increase in their earnings here at DuePoint in the space of 9 months. Right? From 2,000 to nearly 8,000, their channel value jumped. Look at the personal work they did. They've got 33 people. This is November's data. 33 people on their first point. Look how many people are in their channel. 335. Why? Because the 33 went out and helped them find another 300. That is called leverage. That is called the power duplication. Imagine every person I connected in DuePoint, I saw another 9 people, 10 people standing behind that person waiting to join. That's how business works, right? Word of mouth marketing. It is powerful if you have a strong message. What is your message? Is it of hope? Yes, it is of hope, right? That's what you're doing here at DuePoint. Then we've got Philip Ferry. He has been a 2019 superstar. So he joined our business in February 2019. Over the 9 months, which brought him to November 2019, he generated a channel that was valued at just over 20,000 Rand by November. Look at the personal work he put in. He found 100 people in the space of 9 months. He didn't do 2 a month. He did 10 a month, 11, 12 a month. Some months he did 20, 30, right? Those 100 people went and found another 500 for him. That's the beauty of leverage. We have got thousands of people joining this business every single month. Everybody is different. Everyone is different. Some have been in for a month. Some have been in for 4 years. You need to decide what you want from this business, what you want from yourself. So you can look at all these other people and go, ooh, I wish I had that. You can, but you need to make the decision, right? What do you want from DuePoint? What is it that we can do for you? Money is just a means to an end. Do you want it to help fund your business? Do you want it to take you on holiday? Do you want it to make your month stress-free? It is up to you. It is up to you what you want out of DuePoint. On top of the returns program, we've got a rewards program. This is the fun in our business, besides the money being fun. There are rewards waiting for you. When your channel gets to certain sizes, we call them ranks, right? And they take on the form of all kinds of things, like cash, checks, tools. We've got holidays, we've got cars, all kinds of things in the rewards program. Over and above that money you're earning every single month. At rank 5, we give you a business toolkit valued at 1,200 Rand, made up of DuePoint merchandise, so you look professional when you go out. At rank 7, we get very fancy, very expensive business cards made for you. It's 1,000 business cards. They cost us 17,000 Rand to manufacture. 17,000 Rand for business cards. Yes. Why? Because when you go out there and you say to someone, I've got this business called DuePoint, come have a look, they're going to say to you, what's DuePoint? When you put a 17,000 Rand business card in their hand, that blinds them because it's gilded in gold, you say, that's the business I'm talking about. And then they look at the card and they go, wow, this person's card looks 100 times more expensive than the business cards of those other people that came to visit me. Right? You have to set yourself apart from all the competition. We do that at DuePoint. We do it for you. We set ourselves apart from the other businesses. Why? Because we are head and shoulders bigger, greater, building faster than any of the other businesses. We want you to join us in that, right? At rank 9, we take you on our rank 9 international conference. Not only you, but your family too. You get an invitation. You, your spouse, your children. It's a 7-day trip, business class flights. It's a 5-star luxury resort. And it's all expenses paid. Not, we'll see you at the airport and then we'll start paying. We don't say, we'll see you at the resort and then we'll start paying. No, we send a car to come fetch you from your driveway. You can leave your wallet at home. You don't need your wallet. You bring your passport, your bikini, your Speedo. That's all you need, right? And you get to experience life for 1 week, what it feels like to be rich, to be truly rich, where you don't bat an eyelid, where you don't feel any stress. When you open up that menu and everything is in euros and pounds and dollars and Mauritian rupees, doesn't matter what it is, knowing I can order whatever I want. Kids, what do you want? You can order whatever you want. Kids, you want to finish out the mini bar in the room? You know when you go to the hotel, they've got the mini bar there. Then you take the red tape, you put the tape over the mini bar, you say to the kids, don't touch the mini bar. Because the Snickers is 40 Rand for one Snickers. Don't have to worry about that. Don't ever have to worry about that. For an entire week, you get to live in luxury. Why? Not because we're trying to treat you for 1 week. We're trying to open your eyes to the possibility of where DuePoint will get you permanently. Not for 7 days out of 365 days. Permanently. It happens in the long term. That's why I say magic happens in the long term. If you commit 20 years to this business, that is my biggest wish. My biggest wish is to have a glimpse. Just a glimpse even if it's just 10 years down the line, to see what some of our wealth and where they're going to be, where they're going to be in 20 years' time, right? So take a look. We've documented our last 3 trips. These have all been in Mauritius. And I want you to imagine yourselves there, because you can be there. This is for everybody. Every single one of you. I want to go back. I want to go back. That's available for every single person in this room. Isn't that awesome? When last did your boss offer you business class trips to Mauritius? Me neither. Actually, no, this one did. Previous one didn't, and the one before that didn't, and the one before that didn't. But this one is offering it to every single one of us. Every single one of it. 2 ranks later, we buy you a brand new car. Who would like a brand new car? Not a second-hand car, not a demo model. Brand new, out the box. Spec by you. We'll spend R250,000 rand helping you buy a brand new car. You can go choose any car you like. Right? It's just happened. Lynette and Fricky got their car in December. I met them at the dealership in Thunderbell Park. Got a big bow on the car. They had champagne and flowers. That dealer knew what he was doing. And DuePoint paid for the car cash that morning. Cash. No T's and C's. No DuePoint stickers on the car. Your car, you get to drive it home, park it in your garage. No debit order at the end of the month. No debit order. That's the most important thing. We are trying to create wealth, not debt. So this is a sneak peek into our rewards program. I'm showing you up to rank 11. Our rewards program goes up to rank 28. This is just your first 2-3 years at DuePoint. If you're consistent here at DuePoint, this is just your first few years. Our business is very much built on the products that we have innovated for South Africans, because our products speak to the same principles our business does about wealth creation, wealth protection, and also removing any discrimination. Right? How do you remove discrimination from financial products? I'll show you. Access Wealth is our first product. It is an investment and an insurance product rolled into one. It's going to cost you 324 Rand a month, right? Of which 100 Rand goes into a tax-free investment fund. That is the wealth creation aspect of the product. And then we have 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident death cover. We've removed the risk profiling from this product. Anyone over the age of 18 can take out this product. The price is the same for everybody. You can be 80, you can be diabetic, you can have a heart condition, you can have cancer in the family. You know those forms. Got cancer in there must be 20 check boxes. Things that you've never even heard of. Is there diabetes in the family? Is there this in the family? Is there that in the family? Have you seen a doctor lately? Why have you seen the doctor? Have you gone for an operation? You've got to fill that whole thing out. Why? Because you are being profiled from a risk point of view. How old are you? 40. Okay. The price goes up every time you tick a checkbox. We've removed that here at DuePoint. There's absolutely no marginalization with regards to our products, right? The price is the same for everybody. Wealth Guard is the same. Wealth Guard is strictly insurance. Only insurance, only 249 Rand a month. You get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover. Anyone over the age of 18. We've got Family Wealth, which is our funeral cover product. Wonderful funeral cover product. Starts at 299 Rand a month. We'll give you 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover that covers up to an additional 5 family members. You can increase the cover to 30,000 as well as 10 family members. You as the principal member also get 10,000 Rands worth of debt protection upon your death. We'll pay any liability that you have up to the value of 10,000 Rand. And there's no excluded pre-existing conditions. Everyone can get in on this product. There's an age limit of 69 or 70, right? Join before you turn 70. But once you join, it's whole of life. You can live to 130. We'll still cover you as long as you join before 70. And then we have Legal Guard. Legal Guard is legal indemnity for those legal matters you might one day face. No one wants to face legal matters, right? With this product, you get 250,000 Rands worth of legal indemnity per matter, along with a host of legal services that we give you with this product. So you have a lawyer at your disposal 24 hours a day, to the extent where they'll go with you to CCMA matters. They help you with tenant and landlord disputes, all that stuff that we hope never happens to us. So this is insurance from a legal indemnity point of view. And then finally, we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points aims to lower the money you're spending every single month. Think about everything that you spend on in a month, right? I bet you spend money with a couple of these partners that we have here. For 299 Rand a month, you get to enjoy the discounts and the services we've negotiated with those businesses. Right, so a great example, Eagle Ford's been a wonderful partner of ours. They've extended it to Mahindra and Mazda. We've got Jaguar Land Rover. I bought a Ford Ranger a couple of years back now. They gave me nearly 100,000 Rand discount on the car. 100,000. We had another gentleman from Bombela, also bought a Ford. They gave him a 40,000 Rand discount. They even drove the car to Bombela to deliver it to him. Right? Wonderful example of discounts and services through the Wealth Points program. Go watch the reviews on each of the products because it'll give you a much greater sense of appreciation for the products that you will be kind of representing here at DuePoint, right? Knowing that you're connecting people to not only the opportunity, but also to very good products that aim to protect their wealth, to help them create wealth. And so go watch those. I've glossed over the products very quickly. These videos will explain the products in depth to you. Only about 10 minutes long. The Achiever Quest is a wonderful incentive we launched last year. It is a monthly incentive that allows you to earn money fast. Who needs money now? What's the date? You already suffered through January. Don't worry, you made it. You made it through January, right? Oh, January is a horrible month, right? But the Achiever Quest, for those people that have the necessity, maybe the desire to want to build fast. People like Philip, right? They want to build quickly in the business. And we reward you for that. So if you're able to connect 10 wealth engineers or more in a single month, we will boost that month's return by 5,000 Rand. So in other words, we'll give you a 5,000 Rand check on top of your monthly return. If you do 20 people, 10,000 Rand. If you do 30 people, we'll give you 15,000. So your first month at DuePoint, you could earn 16,500 if you went and connected 30 people this month who paid successfully in the same month, right? So this is a monthly incentive. You can do this every single month. Every single month, if you want to. A little bit of background on DuePoint. For those of you who arrived skeptical, a little bit worried, what's this business? Who are we talking about? Where's the boxes of product in the reception? What's going on? Right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with arriving skeptical. I prefer the people that arrive skeptical because those are people asking questions, right? Not the people that just accept what I say. Never accept what someone says. That's why it's so important for you to go do some homework. What is that homework? Find out about DuePoint. Do your own homework on DuePoint, right? I told you we are a division of Constantia. Constantia is a registered insurance company, been around for nearly 70 years. That's a 70-year track record that you can go look at. Is there anything I should be worried about? There's the FSP number we operate under. So that's our financial services provider license number. Anyone who deals with financial products has to have an FSP license. We've got a whole bunch of them, right? Don't take my word for it. Go to the regulator's website. Go to the FSCA's website, type in Constantia. You will see all our licenses come up. We are listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange. We are a public company, which means we get audited publicly. Public companies have to be audited publicly every single year, right? So our books are transparent to everybody. You can go look at the annual reports. You can go Google. Conduit Capital is the holding company. All the information's on our website. Go to the Constantia website. I want you to be happy, confident in this partnership, and most importantly, proud to be part of DuePoint. Right? And people will see it on your face when you connect them, whether you're confident and invested in this business called DuePoint, whether you're confident and trusting of this business called DuePoint. And at the same time, you get to sleep easy at night knowing that you're introducing people to a legitimate business. That's very important, right? So go do that homework for yourself. The decision I want you to make is not whether you want to join or not. I'm not interested in whether you want to join or not. The people that want to get involved in this business, I'm talking to you. Those people, I want you to make a small, regular commitment to this business. Why? Because I want to see you successful. And I know success needs that little regular commitment every single day. Just talk to one or two people every single day. Everything will happen. It'll happen if you just tell people about DuePoint, right? That's the decision you need to make. How are you going to fit DuePoint into your life? Can you tell someone tonight about DuePoint? What are you going to say? Register as a wealth engineer. That's your first step to getting started, right? The person hosting you can help you do that. Download the DuePoint app. That is your money-making tool. That app on your smartphone is your money-making tool. It allows you to show people the business, to connect people to the business. It doesn't matter where you are, from your home, it does not matter. Watch the training videos. Become an expert in this business. Each one of you that are employed are experts at what you do in the businesses that you work at, right? Some people go to the extent of getting degrees. Imagine going to get a degree. Study 5 years, spend 40, 50, 60,000 a year, and then you've got a 50-50 chance of getting a job. No, come become an expert in a business that you can start tomorrow, that you can master in only a couple of months, right? Philip Ferry started in February. He mastered the business in just a couple of months. Why? Because he did all his homework. He went and watched the training videos over and over again, and he got stuck into the process, that commitment, that daily commitment, where he learned, right, and he improved. Go connect 3 people. When you start earning in this business, you only start earning as a qualified wealth engineer. How do you become a qualified wealth engineer? You have 3 people you've connected to the business. That is your first goal here at DuePoint. How do I connect 3 people? Go do that for yourselves, right? Who's even thought of what am I going to say? What am I going to say to people? That's why you're going to go look at a launch workshop. You go onto our YouTube channel, right? The person hosting you will show you where to find one. It's in your app as well. You go look at the launch workshop. It is a 30-minute workshop that will help you tell people what you need to tell them. What do I say? The first couple of times you'll fumble over your words. You'll sound like an idiot. But only the first couple of times, right? And then you'll get better and more confident. And then the skill that you learn makes you money with no ceiling, right? So go watch the launch workshop. We do one every Saturday here at head office and on the live stream at 11:30. You're very welcome to join us for those. Social media platforms we're available on, right? Connect with us on the social media platforms. The app is available for Android and Apple devices. And then the merchandise. We've got a merchandise store online on our website. Go click on the store button so that you can buy merchandise for yourself. Not because I'm going to get rich selling merchandise, because you need merchandise when you represent a business. Why? Because if you don't, then you look like an amateur. Who trusts somebody that doesn't look invested in the business? When I used to work for companies, I worked in sales a lot of the time, they used to have business cards for me. When I started the company, the first thing they got me was business cards. Right? Some of them had corporate shirts. Some of them had dress code. They would say, listen, you're in sales now. These are our clients. This is how you need to dress. You've got to do these things. It is the same here at DuePoint if you want to be successful. Get the business cards. If you can't afford the business cards, get a notepad. The notepad's 25 Rand. Look like you invested in some way in this business, right? It is very important. There's the merchandise, pins, USB sticks, the pens, there's the notepad. The business cards are probably the most important aspect, and then you can look legit and cool at the same time. Get some clothing, some DuePoint clothing, right? And that's a memory, not a memory bank, the battery pack. Available from head office. We can ship it anywhere in the country. Right, we are done, folks. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your focus. I was looking at everybody to see if you focus. Every now and again, we've got someone that falls asleep. Gonna fall asleep and get broke while you're sleeping. That's what's going to happen to that person, right? You're going to miss your debit orders because you're sleeping. But no one was sleeping here, so I'm very happy with this audience. And my sincere wish for every audience, for every single one of you, right? Some of you I know, some of you I don't know. But my wish is that this year, in 2020, you can find some prosperity for yourself. Maybe even a lot of prosperity. I want to see your face in 12 months' time with a smile on it, because January is not stressful, and you had a wonderful December. Maybe you even joined us in our Rank 9 trip over December. That is my wish for you. Whether you join DuePoint or not, go find prosperity for yourself, but I think DuePoint can do it for you effectively and fast and better than anyone else. Thank you. Good luck.